Creating a Budget Blueprint, a nonprofit guide. The purpose of this video is to provide you with a guideline for creating your organization's fiscal budget. In this video, we will cover the following topics. Introduction to budget development for nonprofits. Creating a budget. Managing the budget. Reporting and evaluation. Sample financial policies and procedures for nonprofits. Summary conclusion. Introduction to budget development for nonprofits. Budget development for nonprofits is the process of creating a financial plan for the organization. This plan outlines the organization's expected income, expenses, and other financial commitments for a given period. It is important for nonprofits to have a comprehensive budget in order to ensure that their financial resources are being utilized efficiently and effectively. The budget development process begins with an analysis of the organization's past financial performance or by using the program plans as a guide to creating a budget. This helps to identify areas of potential growth and areas of potential cost savings. Once the analysis is complete, the organization can develop a plan for the upcoming period that outlines the expected income and expenses. This plan should be reviewed and updated regularly to ensure that it is meeting the organization's goals and objectives. Creating a budget. The first step in creating a budget is to identify the organization's sources of income, or expected sources of income. This includes any donations, grants, sponsorships, or other sources of income. Once the sources of income have been identified, the organization can create a budget that outlines the expected income and expenses for the upcoming period. This budget should be reviewed and updated regularly in order to ensure that it is meeting the organization's goals and objectives. The budget should also include a contingency plan in case of unexpected changes in the organization's income or expenses. This plan should outline the steps that the organization will take in order to remain financially secure in the event of a change in its financial situation. The budget should also include a plan for monitoring and tracking the organization's financial performance. Managing the budget. Once the budget has been created, it is important to manage it effectively in order to ensure that it is meeting the organization's goals and objectives. This includes regularly monitoring and tracking the organization's financial performance. Any changes in the organization's income or expenses should be addressed immediately in order to ensure that the budget remains on track. The organization should also consider implementing a system of financial controls in order to ensure that the budget is being managed properly. This includes having a system in place to track spending and to ensure that the organization is not overspending. Additionally, the organization should have a system in place to monitor the organization's financial performance and to identify any potential areas of cost savings. Reporting and evaluation. Once the budget has been created and managed, it is important to evaluate the organization's performance in order to ensure that it is meeting its goals and objectives. This includes regularly reviewing the organization's financial performance and comparing it to the budget. Additionally, the organization should consider conducting regular surveys and interviews with department heads in order to determine if the organization is meeting its goals and objectives. The organization should also consider implementing a system of financial reporting in order to ensure that the organization is providing accurate and timely information to its funding sources. This includes providing regular updates on the organization's financial performance and any changes in the organization's income or expenses. Sample financial policies and procedures for nonprofits. 1. Budgeting and financial planning. The organization will develop and maintain an annual budget that will be reviewed and approved by the board of directors. The budget will be used as a tool for financial planning and decision-making. 2. Financial statements. The organization will prepare and distribute accurate financial statements on a regular basis, including income statements, balance sheets, and cash flow statements. These statements will be reviewed by the board of directors and made available to members and other stakeholders upon request. 3. Auditing. The organization will conduct an annual financial audit in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles, GAAP, and will make the results available to members and other stakeholders upon request. For accounting, the organization will maintain accurate and complete financial records in accordance with GAAP and will use a generally accepted accounting system. 5. Investment. The organization will invest its funds in accordance with its investment policy and will ensure that all investments are made in accordance with state and federal laws. 6. Spending authority. The organization will establish spending authority levels for staff and board members to ensure that all expenses are properly authorized. 7. Purchasing. The organization will establish purchasing policies and procedures to ensure that all purchases are made in accordance with the organization's budget and that all vendors are properly vetted. 8. Gifts and contributions. The organization will accept and acknowledge gifts and contributions in accordance with its gift acceptance policy and will ensure that all gifts are used in accordance with the donor's wishes. 9. Conflicts of interest. The organization will establish policies and procedures to prevent conflicts of interest among staff, board members, and volunteers. 10. Insurance. The organization will maintain appropriate insurance coverage to protect the organization and its stakeholders from potential losses. Note, this is a sample financial policies and procedures. Nonprofits should tailor it according to their specific needs and comply with laws, regulations, and best practices. Conclusion. Budget development for nonprofits is an important part of ensuring that the organization is utilizing its financial resources efficiently and effectively. The budget development process begins with an analysis of the organization's past financial performance and ends with a comprehensive budget that outlines the expected income and expenses for the upcoming period. Additionally, the budget should be managed effectively and evaluated regularly in order to ensure that it is meeting the organization's goals and objectives. By following the steps outlined in this guide, nonprofits can ensure that their budget development process is comprehensive and effective. This will help the organization to remain financially secure and to ensure that its resources are being used in the most effective manner possible. Our Grant Management Nonprofit Accounting Book will provide you with guidelines to set up your accounting system, filing system, budgets, and much more so your organization can stay in compliance with federal and funding sources regulations. Thank you for watching. Visit us at mygrantmanagement.com for more important information related to your nonprofit.